YouTube, what it do? Back at it with another install. Today we're doing a low pressure fuel pump, stage 4/4.5. Same thing. We're gonna get straight into it. No talk, no nothing. So first things first, let's make sure we have everything that we need. So we're just gonna go straight through it. Alrighty, so we got the pump, we got the secondary pump, the hob switch, and all the electrical. We have the pressure regulator, the lines, the fuel lines, and some more attachments that I might use for the flex fuel sensor, but we'll see if I'll even use those. Of course, some stickers, some safety glasses, just to, you know, safety first. And yeah, we got the mountain bracket right here. Everything looks good. Let's get it started. Alrighty, so take off the seats. For me, I always have them off. I never run them. Pop this back. Pop these 5 tabs. I think they're like 10 millimeters, and then give you access to the fuel. Alrighty, so once you take this off, you'll see there's a connector there. We're gonna unplug that, but not now. I just disconnected the battery because every time you open the door or unlock the car, it just primes the fuel pump. So there's always gonna be fuel in the lines. So just go ahead and disconnect the battery, and then you can continue working peacefully. Before I get started, I'm gonna just vacuum this. There's a lot of dust, debris in there, and I don't want that to fall into the gas tank once I do open this up. So I have my vacuum right here. I'm gonna just vacuum all this out, then I'm gonna switch it to the I guess the blower setting, and I'm gonna blow the rest of it out just to get as clean as possible. I don't want no debris going into my gas tank and, you know, messing with my fuel lines or injectors. So let's go ahead and do that. I did want to show you guys where we're going to be routing the lines. So once we put the new pump in there, it's going to have, like, you know, 2 different like a return line and a feed line. The lines are going to be routed, I don't know if you could see it, through this little section, because that way won't fit, this way will. So we'll get into that, but just letting you guys know. All right, so there's a special tool to take this off, but obviously I didn't get it. So I just grabbed one of these pry bars, you know, set it on these settings right here, and just smacked it with a hammer. Came right off. You don't want to smack here though, because that's where the locking piece is. This kind of locks it on this groove. So I already have it off, but just wanted to show you. If you have a little over like the empty, it's obviously still going to spill a little bit of gas, so just be mindful of that. Still got some that spilled. It'll drain into the bottom of the car though, so you'll be fine. But yeah, I think I had a little bit over the empty, and it still leaked, so I don't know what that's about, but we'll get to the next step, see what's going on. Alrighty, so that's that. This is off. The pump is off. This is off. This is simple. You just pull the little pins that are there on the side, push those back, and then you push down, and you press this little tab up here while pressing down against it, and it pops up. It's not hard, super easy. And yeah, we could take the ring off. It wants to come off. There you go. And the pump's gonna jump a little bit. It's not bad. You just move the connector to the side, and then this thing is gonna have 2 clips, and I'll show you how to get them. I'll see if I can get a better camera angle, but it has 1 clip that gets up here. Let me see if you can see it. So there's one up here, a small one, just 1 tab. You push in and pull out. So you see that tab right there. You're just gonna have to press it and pry down them. I don't have 3 hands, so I would have shown you, but yeah, it has a little groove. So it's gonna be this strain wire, the one that goes all the way to the bottom, and then the tab, you can see it right here. Pressing with my pinky, but you know, you have 2 hands. Press against it and then pull down. Again, that's what it looks like. The tab, once you press it, pushes down that little clip, and then it just pops right out. All right, next step, you know, just try to get the pump out. It's easier to kind of just rotate it and push against, and then these lines are going to get in the way, but just like wiggle it through. It's not as hard as you think. Just wiggle it through, be patient with it, and then once you get it out, just remember that the bucket's going to be full with gas, so don't try to tilt it too much, but you want to get to that last connector down there. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you how to get that one off as well. So what I did was I lifted the pump and tilted it this way, and then pulled up, and then gives me access to get this over here. Right, so just do that, and then we have access to get to that right there. All right, so now that I rotated it, I'm gonna grab this thing right here. It's usually standing up. Just set it down how it is now, and then you will see there is a little tab right here. This little one right here, in here. If I can get my finger in there, but you just press it, and then it releases like that, and then you just pull this out. So here's the tab. Now that it's off, you just press it. Yeah, not too hard, pretty simple stuff. Okay, now we come over here to the pump and put the secondary pump on this bracket right here. It just slides in from the top, so look, I'll literally show you. Slides in from the top, connect the red to the red, the black to the black, and then we might have, you know, trouble putting this whole thing inside of the tank, so I might just leave this out for now, and then once the pump is in there, I'll try to wiggle it in. So this line right here comes loose, and you just have to hook it up to the secondary pump, and then you just connect the red wire with the other red one, the black one with the black one, and then there's this return line. It just goes back into the bucket so the pump doesn't starve. But yeah, let's get it installed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install this first to the side of the pump, and then this little tab is gonna go at the very top up here. You can't miss it. It's the only empty one. You see the blue mark on it, and just like that, it is in. I tried to show it, but bro, I could not you know, try to wiggle in there and then show the camera or hold the camera. I have nowhere to hold the camera, so yeah. But the easiest way I found was to put the secondary pump in first, let it drop, and once both of the connections are hooked in from the bottom and the top, just drop the pump in there, the second pump, and then after that, just kind of slowly maneuver the actual fuel pump. This whole, after the secondary pump is down and all the connections are hooked up, just push down the bucket, the fuel pump bucket, and just maneuver it, and then you're just gonna have to elevate it a little bit and put your hand down there, and after that, it's all finesse. Like, I don't know how long it took you guys or how long it's gonna take you, but it only took me like 5-6 minutes. I got it on the first try to latch it onto the bracket, and yeah, that was it. So now I'm gonna move in onto the fuel lines, and then we'll get it hooked up and see if we can get the car turned on today, but we shall see. All right guys, this is for the people who had the stainless steel lines, the stage 4 4.5. When it comes to lowering the tank, it's just 4 bolts. After you've removed one heat shield, it's just one, and then that cover, that is easy. Just a bunch of small 8mm. Take that off. You don't even have to take it off fully. Take that off, and take one exhaust shield, one like this, off, that goes towards the back. And then once you do that, there's literally 4 bolts like that right there. One there, one towards the back over here, and then that's the same on the other side. There's one literally right here, and then one on the bracket as well, this bracket right here. Once you do that, there's this parking brake clip that holds the parking brake. You just pry this open with a screwdriver, not a screwdriver, flathead. Move the line, and then you could use a wrench from the back like that, just loosening it, and then after that, you'll see the tank drop. You know, you don't need to drop a lot, you just need to drop just a little bit, and then you could feed the lines. How I'm doing it is I already have one line all the way down. I have this one right here, and then I'm gonna just adjust it over there, but yeah, just feed the lines from the top of the hat over there on the fuel pump. Just feed them down, and then what I did is I did a zip tie on the end, and then I used the zip tie to just kind of like pull it through, so I'm not like trying to put my hand everywhere where it doesn't fit. You just use the zip tie, and then you can pass it all the way through like that. Now you have to get it through the back because it won't squeeze through here, so you kind of have to use that groove, and that's why I used the zip tie. So I put the zip tie through here, and then just by pulling it like that, you can kind of guide it bring it out over here where the actual OEM clips are. And yeah, you just route it through there, and then yeah, you can clip it on all these other ones, or you could just zip tie it. I will go over the next step on the pressure regulator and how it connects to the high pressure side. All right guys, so it's been about a week and a half. I've gone to a racing event, done a couple pulls, multiple logs with the new stage 4 low pressure fuel pump from Precision Raceworks, and I haven't had any issues. I did have a couple issues on how it was wired at the beginning, and I just talked to the tuner. He sent over the diagram, checked my work, and the ground just wasn't working correctly, so the pump would not activate, and he would see that in the logs. But after messing with it, I got it right, and it's been running good for about week and a half perfectly. Have no issues, hitting peak boost, the logs look good, pump activates early so it doesn't wait till last moment, so it strains the original pump, the OEM pump, secondary pump turns on right away. So yeah, this is how I have it wired, just in case you guys want to look at it. So I have the positive terminal right between the terminal and the actual nut right here, and then on the negative, same thing, negative goes here like that, and then that connects to where the hop switch would go, which is this right here. This would be the hop switch that connects to like your charge pipe or manifold, but I went straight with the reflex. So at the end of this wire, I tucked it all the way through the car, all the way to the front, and routed it straight to my reflex because I'm not going to use a hop switch. So I just chopped the wires off at the very end, and then just, you know, connected it to the reflex, and that's how I'm able to read the low pressure. And then this one just goes on top of the top hat. I'll show you where it goes. So yeah, that wire goes here. I just have it under here. I still haven't cut this off, and it's been like a week. Cut this off to fit this down there, but I just think there's just too much down there, so I might just leave it out here. And then I will have to cut this a little bit just so this wire fits a little bit more snug in there. It's not just hanging out. And then the reflex wire goes through here, routed it all the way to the bottom of the car. I didn't even have to take these off. I just kind of just tucked it, just pressed it against it. Goes all the way to the front, and then I'll show you how it connects to the reflex. Jeez, this needs to be cleaned. But the hop switch wire slash reflex wire kind of goes through the back seat all the way through here. I just tucked it all the way on the bottom. Goes through here, and then once you get to the behind this cover, you just have to pass it through the like the firewall hole, I guess, where all the electrical goes. And so we got the wire up here through the bottom down here to that firewall hole. Got it up here, mount it to wherever your tuner says. My tuner said aux out 2. And so yeah, we just cut both of the wires there, joint them together, some simple tape. Haven't had no issues. I might just redo that, but right now I'm just trying to finish the tune and all the logs, and right now it's been working fine, so I'll probably wait until after. And yeah, it just connects to the reflex here. Anyways, I'll fix that later. But yeah, car is almost done being tuned. Runs pretty good. I'll probably post some numbers and stuff later. We get a dynoed as well, so we'll see what she does. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.